Hi, welcome to Wade's IBM Engineering Requirements Management How-Tos. Today we'll be talking about project and artifact templates. Before we get started, let me go ahead and show you where this information is coming from. You can go into the IBM documentation and look for creating templates for requirements projects or components and creating artifact templates. Both of those are well documented and we'll walk you through what I'm about to show you visually. So let's go ahead and get started. You'll see here that I'm in a project that I've created, and the project has a few artifacts. I've imported a document into a module. The module has information on a hybrid vehicle. You can see there's a lot of data there. There's some use case information in there. There are requirements in there, images, headers, typical module. Note that the folder structure has the base artifacts segregated into a subfolder so that they're not cluttering up your project folder. That is actually a setting that we will talk about now that you can create a template from. The reason that you would create a project template is perhaps that you've configured your project with the right artifact types and attributes that you want to see. You've populated it with a module format or artifact templates that you like and want to reuse in the future. That process is managed from managing the project properties. You'll note here that the various artifact types exist. Some of these were created by default when I created a new project. Others I created. For example, the use case was created for this particular project along with its attributes. Also note that the link types exist, link constraints. We've entered a few link constraints. We don't do this often, but you may want to put in link constraints to manage what types of links you use with your requirements so that when you do a trace, you find all of the links that you expect. Now, there's a couple of links that are automatically in there, specifically tracked by, validated by, and implemented by, mainly because those are links that are used between the applications. But essentially within the requirements tool, you can constrain that to just specific links. For example, if we come in here to link types, these are the choices that you can narrow this down to. So if you just want to have, as is shown here, child of, parent of, and satisfies or satisfied by, you can limit it to those, and those will be the link types that you're allowed. Link validity, we certainly want in our projects. That way we know if something is changed, we will be notified of that. Some other things, module options, for example. In this particular case, we've identified that all artifacts that are created for modules are going to go in the base artifacts folder, not under the primary heading. And then we can look at our templates. And this is where we're going to be working for the next few minutes. There are a bunch of project templates. We've also created an artifact template. To create an artifact template, you simply say new template, identify the template name, and then select the artifact that you're looking to create as a template. In this case, we're going to go ahead and go into our base artifacts and look at our hybrid artifacts and see what's available. In this case, we have a few requirement types. We can put anything in there as an artifact type that we'd like. In this case, I have selected the charging use case as an example and made that the artifact type or template for a use case diagram. Once you've done that, that can then be saved and you can reuse that going forward, and we'll show that in a few minutes. Finally, to create a project template, you can select project templates. And now if we go back to our project templates, we have the ability to create a new template. So what we'll do is we'll select new template. And now that we've selected the new template, we come up with a form that we can fill out. We're going to call this demo. We'll just call this WT. And we can include whatever portion of that project we want within that template. And since we're basically making this a complete template of exactly what we created, we're going to select everything in that template. Once we hit OK, the tool will create that. And now we have our template, WT template. Now, how do we use that? Well, let's go ahead and go into our project dashboard, or rather our tool here, and we're going to manage the projects, and let's create a new project. Now, since this was a requirements template, we'll go ahead and create that with a base application template initially. And note that if we do not apply a template at this point, we'll go ahead and add me as the, and we'll also add me as an administrator, even though it will by default do that. And then we'll save that. And because I went ahead and added myself to the project, we'll go ahead and complete that and add the process roles. It automatically adds you as administrator and configuration lead. We'll go ahead and put me out as an author as well and save that. And now, once we've created the project, we'll go ahead and use all the default in terms of access control, standard settings. Let's go ahead and explore the project. And the first thing it says is, do you want to apply a project template? And we're going to say yes. Currently, there's nothing in this project. So let's go ahead and pick our recently created template and finish. The tool will then apply that. Whatever's in that template will be now part of this project. So now if we look at our WT template demo and look at our artifacts, note that we now have our hybrid module, which is exactly the same. We go back, all of our information is there. Now we can go in and let's create a new requirement, and we will create that requirement based on our template that we stored as our use case diagram template. To do that, we select the template that we created. We hit OK, and now we have a new use case requirement with the basic artifact template that has been built into it. And that is the conclusion of our demo today. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to contact me. And until the next time, have a great day.